Let's look at an outline of what we've covered, Chapter 9 so far. The multiplication principle, where you get to multiply the numbers of options. The pizza and ice cream examples, counting the set A Cartesian product with B, the number of items in that set. And then the next thing we'll mention is the official title, permutations. To look ahead a little bit, the next things that we'll do go with the other basic operations. There will be an addition and a subtraction principle, and we've already seen a little bit of it. We'll look at more examples of when you count the set A union B and have cases to deal with. And then what if you have possibly several sets all unioned together? And then finally, we'll do the division principle, where we'll see what when you need to divide by the size of a set as well. First off, the permutations. So here's an example question, similar to the last one. How many 5-digit pins with no repeated numbers? We're allowed to use 0, and you've got 5 digits to fill in 5 blanks. And this is very similar to the last problem. You start off with 10 possibilities, 10 options, and then 9, then 8, then 7, then 6, because every time you have one less digit that you're allowed to use, since there's no repeated numbers and no repeated digits. This problem shows up a lot. There's the final answer, 30,240. So we do have a shorthand for this kind of problem, since it shows up so much. 10p5, which you read out 10 permute 5. That's the shorthand for the answer we just wrote. 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6. So the 5, 10 tells you the number you start with, of course, and then the 5 tells you how many blanks that you're going to be filling in. There'll be 5 decreasing numbers in that multiplication, that product. It ends up at 10 minus 5 plus 1. It ends up at a 6. That just happens because if you go counting down 5 times from 10, you end on 6. So an example just to see the notation, 17 permute 8 is 17 times 16 times 15 times 14 all the way down to 10. Count those up, there's 8 numbers, and it ends on 17 minus 8, which gives you 9, plus 1, which gives you 10. It's easier just to count the numbers and see that there's 8 of them than to try to figure out where you end up, but it's nice to know that you end up on something that you could figure out. And there's the result of multiplying all those together with a calculator.